In this brief video, I'm going to show you how you're going to put your simulation / demonstration video together for your final project. If you remember the lesson I decided I was going to do was on diffraction, so I'm going to show how diffraction works using a PHET simulation. I could use many other things such as Logger Pro or just a video. There's many ways to present this, but I'm going to use PHET to show you how it was done. So what I did is I actually created a Google document. And I created this first slide, and I'm just going to click ahead and create one other slide to explain what equation will be shown in this video. So I'm going to show how the diffraction angle is related to the fringe, the wavelength, and the slit size that I would be using here. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to move over to the PHET site. Now, what I would probably do is I'd pause the video, so I'll do that right now. And I will resume here with the wave simulation already opened up. So as you can see here, I have my PHET simulation, and I'm going to try to explain those different terms that I was mentioning before: the theta, the M, the wavelength, and the slit separation. So what I would do is I would probably explain what you see here with this intensity graph showing the relative brightness in the different positions. I would also probably decide I want to show two slits right now. And what I could do is I could start changing my parameters. For example, D was the slit distance. So what I could do is I could change the slit width here. And hopefully I would be able to explain the reason the colors are showing up the way they are right now and the bands. And I could explain that when I change the width, I can see a change in the pattern over here. This is much fainter, so I might need to go a little bit darker. But we can see the bands as they form. As you can see, there's only two here, and there's two resulting amplitudes. But the idea here is just to explain exactly what we're doing. So right now I was playing around with the D value. I could move other things around. For example, I could move this, which would actually utilize another equation, but I certainly could do that. So I'm explaining how this would work. I could also show how the wavelength of the light affects the pattern we would see over here. So I could move it over to, let's say, sorry, that's amplitude. I could move it over to a green light, for example, and see what the pattern is when I use green light, and we would see that generally it's going to be a little bit different, maybe not as noticeable as you would like, but still you can see it. So again, move your controls around. I might even decide I want to show the one slit. Again, this is why I write a script, so I don't just kind of wing it and click on all different things until I get something I want. What I want to know ahead of time is what I'm really going to put in my slideshow, and then follow it sequentially so that your audience can also follow what you're doing. Okay, hopefully this explains exactly what you're going to be looking for in your video. Again, it doesn't need to be a PHET site, but it does need to simulate or at least show what's happening in your topic.